to our reporters who are in different parts of the country where nominations are taking place. But for now, let's look at the dailies. And sorry, I'd cut you short for a commercial break where we were looking at poll agency ruling out the aspect of an open tender. And maybe just look at the implication. You had mentioned that the work for IEBC is definitely cut out. It's not a very clean job, but somebody's got to do it, because either way, you will get criticism, you'll get people who find that maybe you didn't do your job right. But maybe the implications of now what this means, not having an open tender.
I think the law allows institutions such as IEBC to go the direction that it's taken. And particularly if you look at the challenge that they're in, is not a creation of the institution itself. They have a job that they asked and they were offered by Kenyans, and the law allows them to do the job, and they are doing it. So the issue is, can we just be vigilant and ensure that whether it's an open tender or not, the rule of the law is taking, its course, and we're making sure that the procurement is of, proper equipments that will help us do the election that is a process that is credible, so that we can guarantee a legitimate win. In terms of printing ballot papers, I think this is a more or less a straightforward thing. The issue would come in terms of the value for money. If we get that it's the tender is not open sourced and the costs were inflated, that would be a pity to deal with as Kenyans, because then it would be a merry-go-round again from the last election. We're not learning from our lessons. But if the law allows and there is a probity in terms of finance expenditure, then it's a good thing that we respect the law, we respect the rule of law, have the IEBC do its part, and then as Kenyans, as we elect leaders, we really ask ourselves, do we want to go back again in 2022, beginning to revamp the Electoral Commission? At a period that we did, and throwing everything into disarray, so that we go back to very secretive processes because of the legal loopholes and all the legal opportunities that are presented, because we did not plan. We know very well that the next election is sometime in August 2022, when we have challenges in August 2017. Why can't we sit down and say, fine, these are the challenges, and then we begin the whole process in 2018, and by 2020, for instance, everything else is in place, and you don't have a repetition of the same, that people are coming into office, and the whole game of, we have to not open source because we are time limited, and if we do this, will not be, you break the law and will not be able to do an election, which is a constitutional requirement again. So I think they are in a bad job, but we have an opportunity to ask them to do a good job by supporting them to make sure that what we want, all of us, is a credible process, so that we have a legitimate outcome that everyone else will be content, and then we'll move our country forward.
And we must admit that when it comes to IEBC, they've had a lot of interference. There's been a lot of noise left, right, and center. They've hardly had time to literally concentrate and do their work. Because before it was the Isaac Hassan led team that was hounded out. Then after that, they came in and